let's get into the movement phase. But first, a little bit about the area you're seeing here. In the space, you see different asteroids floating around that are glittering with gold. These can be harvested for treasure. You also see different planets and space stations around the map. These are places where you can take cargo harvested from asteroids for additional treasure. In the space, you also see spaceships, both yours and your opponent's. You can tell which ships are yours by the outline of your UI around the border and the color of the beams down to the ground. There are also a few grids to show where the play space is. Now, when Richard hovers over one of his ships and presses the project course button, he projects both a movement cone and a ghost ship. The movement cone represents the three-dimensional volume that your ship can move to. And the ghost ship represents the final position and orientation within that zone. Both players are plotting out their movement simultaneously and invisible from one another. And when they're ready, they can press the Finish Planning button to finalize their movement. So let's watch Richard's ships move now. The next phase of our gameplay is the action phase. In this phase, players take turns taking a single action with one of their ships. Richard goes first, and when he selects a ship, the actions available to that ship are highlighted. Since he's not close to an asteroid, he can't harvest, and since he's not close to a planet or space station, he can't sell any cargo. So let's see what the attack action looks like. When he takes the attack action with the ship, he enters the first-person point of view of that ship and gets a targeting reticle for his cannons. This red grid is his targeting zone, and when he aims within it, the reticle appears, and when he aims outside of it, it disappears, representing his inability to shoot there. So, let's see him line up a shot over at one of Pradnesh's red ships and go for it. Now, after he takes his turn shooting, he presses the done button, and play passes to Pradnesh, and he gets to take an action. Now, Richard can still see in the AR view some of the things that Pradnesh would do. So when he looks over at the different fleet, oh, that's some rubble from a destroyed ship of Pradnesh's. So Richard can see the shields powered up on one of Pradnesh's spaceships. And play passes back over to Richard. So this ship is close to an asteroid, and